everyone. Oh, my Buddha listeners. Yes, that's you. I am Shu Qin, and today I am going to share with all of you how I became a Buddhist and why I am still a Buddhist after all these years. Okay, so it started off about quite old now, so it's about 10 over odd years. I met Buddhism. It was when in secondary school years, I think. Okay, I was dragged along by my mother to a temple because she wanted to do the regular chanting every Sunday. So she felt that it was a good thing. It benefited her. So she dragged me along with her. So that time, 10 over 15 years old, still not very inclined to spend my weekend in the temple chanting. But nevertheless, being a very good daughter, I followed her. And so that began my weekly routines. Every Sunday, I'll go to a temple to chant. And even though I don't know what I was chanting, still, gladly just go along with the flow. Wow. Okay, so that was quite impressive now that I think about it, looking back. And sometimes the chanting sessions, usually it's in the morning, so morning till noon, but sometimes they may carry on during special occasions, okay? There might be a second round in the afternoon. So between noon and the second session in the afternoon, we will have lunch and a short break. And so what happens during the short break for me was that my mother and I will go to the library there, and then we will just browse through the books. So they are mostly Buddhist books. That time, I still don't know what Buddhism is about. I just know that every week is a routine for me to go there and chant, not understanding most of the time what I'm chanting, but it's just, going along the flow. So the first time when I went to the library, I was quite bored, so I just picked up a book to read. And I think if I didn't remember wrongly, it was a book about managing your emotions. At that time, I think I already started to realize that there's this tendency in me to be very easily swayed by other people's emotions and opinions. Okay, a large part, I believe, has to do with my horoscope, because I'm a Pisces, very sentimental, very emotional. So very easily influenced by people around me lah. Okay, so sometimes I have a hard time trying to cope with my own emotions and at the same time having to cope with other people's emotions. Okay, so when I read the book, I was very fascinated by what I read because the book details how we can learn to be a master of our emotions, and how when anger or any other unhealthy emotions, destructive emotions arise in us, how we can take a step back and examine our own emotions first. Because I think most of the time, right, when emotions arise in us, we may not actually know or be conscious of that emotion. It's just like that sense of emotional roller coaster. Then we just get very affected. We get very influenced by the emotions, and we don't even take a step back to look at ourselves and how we are feeling at the moment. We just get very carried away in general. Okay, so that book, I cannot really remember the specific content, okay, pardon me, but I remember it was about dealing with anger. And I find that the words speak to me. They are very wise words. Things that, I have never come across in school or in my family. People don't talk about this. You just tend to your own emotions. You are expected to know how to deal with your own emotions. And even in school, right, CCE lessons, the most they tell you is how to resolve conflicts. I mean, there are some overlapping ideas, but the Buddha has a very wise approach to this. For example, okay, so there was a story. So one day someone criticized Buddha, and then Buddha remained very unaffected by the criticism. If it were me, right, I could have flared up and then lashed back at the person. But So Buddha didn't do that. There was a person, I can't remember the person beside me, I will ask him like, why is it that you can remain so unaffected, despite people's criticism of you? Okay, so Buddha gave an analogy, very wise. So he said, okay, imagine someone gave you a present. Okay, that someone gives you a present and you don't accept the present. So who is now the rightful owner of the present? Obviously not me, right? Because I never accept the gift. So it still belongs to the person who gave you, who wanted to offer you the present in the first place. Okay, so in the same vein, okay, when someone criticizes you and you refuse to take that criticism, okay, not blindly trying to refuse whatever people are trying to tell you, but you know that it's unreasonable. So that criticism, in fact, okay, it still belongs to that person. Okay, so I feel that, these kind of analogies and wisdom are things that are important to explore further into.